Thank you for stopping by for this week's edition of Catch Up with Kim. On Monday, November the 28th, I had a meeting with Dr. Jeff Klosterman, an optometrist on Main Street in Harrodsburg, and enjoyed listening to his concerns, and it was a great meeting. Thank you, Dr. Klosterman. From there, I went to the top of Main Street in Harrodsburg and met with Mercer County Judge Executive Millward Dedman and Magistrate Larry Payton, and we had he has a concern that we're going to look into, and I've already gotten to work on that concern. I'll be getting back with them soon about that. On Tuesday, November the 29th in Mercer County, we had a transportation meeting with Senator Jimmy Higdon, Judge Executive Dedman, and concerned citizens from the areas. It was great to get their input on what would make transportation better in Mercer County. That night in Mercer County, we attended at the invitation of Lewis Carrick, the RECC Board of Directors briefing and meeting, and it was wonderful to hear how they're paying off debts and the innovations that they have in place. That was very, very interesting. On Wednesday, November the 30th, I had 2 school visits. Started the day in Anderson County at Robert B. Turner Elementary School, visiting with 3 5th grade classrooms there. The teachers are Miss Wells, Miss Moss, and Miss Copenhaver. So I was very impressed. The students came in with notebook sheets of questions for their state representative. They had done their homework. They knew things about me that I hadn't mentioned in my remarks, and it was very exciting. I loved the question and answers of those sessions. That afternoon at 1 o'clock, I met with Senator Jimmy Higdon, and we met with the 5th grade class of Miss Carrie Mays at Bergen Independent School in Mercer County. And again, lots of great questions, distributed U.S. and Kentucky constitutions and Kentucky fact books, activity books for Miss Mays to use as supplemental information in her classroom. On Thursday, December the 1st, Mercer County Elementary School invited me to their Reading Wonderland program. It was Miss Joy Conley and her classroom that invited me to that. She teaches 2nd grade at that campus. And I like to read Gift of the Magi to school students and anybody that's interested at this wonderful time of the year. My mom helped me make some hair combs to demonstrate to the children what combs are like. Not very many ladies use those these days. And also took in a chain to represent a watch fob. And if you know that story, that will make sense to you. And in fact, we'll probably read that a little bit closer to Christmas. On Friday, December the 2nd, I walked in the Mercer County Christmas Parade. It was a beautiful, cool, crisp evening, and there were many children and families along the way. I was able to walk along the curb and visit with many families, and it was great. On Saturday, December the 3rd, the Spencer County Chamber of Commerce held their Christmas on Main Street event. I again read Gift of the Magi to a wonderful group of school children and their families as they were making crafts and singing carols and eating pizza. So we had a lot of fun, and the Christmas tree was lit on Main Street in Taylorsville at 6 o'clock that evening. When we left the Christmas on Main Street event, we went to Mount Eden Fire Department Awards Banquet. We were asked there by Chief Doug Herndon, and a lot of folks were given supplemental fire equipment, fire suits, and rain gear, and awards were given based on their great work ethic in this last year. Later that evening, the Anderson County High School 5A football tournament was held at the Western Kentucky University campus in Bowling Green. We actually played Bowling Green High School, and we're so proud of our band of brothers, again, under the direction of Coach Mark Peach. A football parent, Mike Fitzpatrick from Anderson County, taught me how to monitor the game by iHigh.com, and so we were able to listen to that as we drove home from Spencer County that night, and then followed it continuing when we got home. So we're so proud of them. What a great season, and we're looking forward to these fine young gentlemen leading our communities in the future. On Sunday, December the 4th, Anderson County Chamber of Commerce held our Christmas Gala at Eagle Lake Convention Center in the heart of Lawrenceburg. That was We rescheduled it one day. It had originally been planned for Saturday night the night before, but our Bearcats were playing high school tournament football, so we did delay that one day. Our guests were Mike and Angela Fitzpatrick, football parents from Anderson County. So we were thrilled to have a nice meal and entertainment with them. Incoming Anderson County Chamber of Commerce president will be Jennifer Harris. I've worked with her since been involved in this new position and look forward to working even more closely with her in 2012. Thank you for stopping by for another episode of Catch Up with Kim.